And how's it going, guys? Michael here for another video on World of Warcraft, and today we're continuing the dungeon series. So I bring to you today the Halls of Valor. So this is the dungeon that comes right after the Eye of Jairo. It's the third easiest dungeon in terms of order of difficulty or the way it's listed. So the last one, that's between level 98 to 110 dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. So this dungeon wasn't really hard. It's just, you just gotta make sure you do some simple things. Throughout this video you'll see I was with some people who didn't really know what they were doing, which is also a good thing, so I can tell you guys what to look out for more explicitly. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. As always, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and checking out my content. And if you've got any questions or any concerns on how I can improve my guides, or it's not a guide, it's just a walkthrough, but my videos, well, just leave a comment down below. So the first boss you meet is Heimdall, and he's just got two things you gotta look out for. So one of those things is there'll be a message on your screen saying he blows a horn and he summons a Stormbringer, and you see all the electricity that just went past by. He does this again in this video, so you can watch out for it if you didn't see it first time. But there's his Stormbringers that create an electric field, and you just don't want to stay there because it deals a lot of damage. And yeah, the next thing he does, I don't know if you just saw that, but he basically catapults a spinning sword. And he does that. He can do several. He can put several at a time. So right now he's got two of them. And so look, right now he's gonna call the Drake, and the tank should have moved. As I said, my group wasn't really ready. It's the first time this tank ever did this dungeon. So yeah, it's kind of his fault. But what do you want? We didn't die, so that was all right. And so yeah, that was kind of what the Stormbringer does. So that's what you gotta look out for. It does hurt you. My HP went down pretty low once I got hit once by it. And yeah, that's for Heimdall. So there's not really much else to look out for except for those two things, and he's a fairly easy boss, so you shouldn't have much trouble doing it.
I need to get.
So the next NPC you are gonna face, I'm not saying boss because this isn't a boss, it's just a sub-boss, is Valen Stormbringer. So he's pretty annoying, and I don't know why we decided to face it the second time. Generally, you face it after the third boss you do, because I'll explain why in a second. So yeah, once again, it was the first time the tank ever did this dungeon. I was with a lot of beginners, so I don't know. I should have probably told them. But stuff to look out for. So right there, he just did his charge pulse thing, and you want to be careful of that because that does deal a lot of damage. It got me down to from full health. It got me down to half health in one instant. So really dangerous. The second thing he does is occasionally he'll make a ring of electricity spin around, and not in different shapes and forms. So it's not always the same way. But you just basically have to avoid staying on those, or they will deal damage to you, so that's not really surprising. And yeah, so that's all he does. He's just full of electricity. Now look at this, and about, boom. Yeah, in 2 seconds, he nearly killed me, and yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, because it was even though I had done this dungeon a few times, I hadn't gotten hit by that in forever, so I kind of forgot about it. And yeah, you should not forget about it. Yeah, this time I ran away. That's what you should be doing. That's all for Stormbringer. Let's go to the next people. Another thing you want to do as you go through this dungeon is not be a dumbass by defeating both sides of the tables as we did here. Once again, it's the tank's fault. He wasn't really sure what he was doing, but I'll forgive him. It was his first run. You would want to just select one table you want to go around, and you won't have to deal with both sides of them. It'll save you a lot of time, and honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. You basically only have to fight half the people. Like right there, one person tells him to go around the table, so he doesn't go around killing everyone. Because you don't have to kill everyone in a dungeon. That's what people don't understand sometimes, and I don't understand people who don't understand that. When you have the option to not do shit and just like walk around the whole dungeon, why wouldn't you do that? Why are you gonna go and just waste time and go and kill every single monster possible? It's just annoying and wastes a lot of time. So yeah, if ever you're watching this and you're about to do this dungeon for the first time, make sure you walk around one table only, because there's the same thing on the other side, so it saves double the time.
Sully this ritual.
Now, if you paid attention to the two wise old men we were fighting before, they both had very specific attacks they were using. One was using electricity, the other fire. And so you'll understand why I'm talking about this. So the next boss is Jairo, whatever. But a sexy ass angel guardian, whatever. But sadly, she wants to kill you. And what you want to do is, as you guys can see, there are two beams of light hitting her. And what you want to do is, once again, the tank didn't know what he's doing. But so this is what you're not supposed to do. And what you want to do is, this is what I try to do. You want to drag her so that she gets to one end of the beams, and so that only one beam is hitting her. That's what you want to do, and so it's really helpful to avoid getting both the fire and electricity attacks hit on you. Apart from that, she's really easy. I mean, you just gotta hit her and be careful that the fire doesn't get you or the electricity doesn't get you, depending on what you're doing. So that's it for Jairo, and I'll let you guys just watch the whole fight. There's really nothing more to it. So once you've defeated Jairo, and you're gonna come back to the room where you were destroying Stormbringer's ass, and you're gonna go to the other side of the room, and there's gonna be a portal where you can go through. So you're just gonna go through that portal. There's gonna be a lot of flashy lights as though you're going to freaking heaven, but don't worry, guys, you're not. And you're gonna end up in a forest, and what you want to do is make your way to defeating Fenrir. So it's a massive dog with lots of spears and shit on him. So, like me, you want to go through all these woods and all that, and make sure you avoid as much as possible to get into direct contact with the mobs. So you're gonna have to destroy a dragon first, and that's pretty random. I don't know why they decided to put a massive dragon that comes out nowhere, but I'm not the one who decided to make this game, so I've got nothing to say about this. Now, a lot of people forget, but Fenrir is not going to be at his place, at the place indicated on the map. No, he's going to be on the left side, I think. Well, as you go down to into the forest, you should head to the left side, and you'll find him near a lot of dead bears. So, yeah, that's pretty intriguing. I guess he was just hungry, but what he does is a lot of pouncing. So you'll know when he pounces, and he'll select. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he selects his target he's gonna pounce on. He jumps back, and then he quickly jumps back forward on you, and I don't know. I don't think there's much you can do. What you can do is probably put on a shield or something like that, so it doesn't deal a lot of damage to you. And once you reduce a lot of health from him, so I think it's when you get him down to approximately half of his health, he'll just run away to his den, and like they say he recovers, but whatever. He just stays around the same amount of HP you left him with, and that place is where it is indicated on the map. As you see, I was having a lot of trouble get up that freaking mountain. I don't know. I just failed so fucking hard. It took me a while, so I just said fuck it, and I went to the other side, and yeah, whatever. Honestly, just screw it. So yeah, that's it for Fenrir. I'll leave the rest of the fight on, and yeah, let's move on to the next boss.
In the Hall of Valor. Throughout your trials, you have demonstrated strength, skill, and intellect. Traits shared by the greatest of our Vrykul kings. Now, you will face them in combat. Emerge victorious, and you may yet claim your prize. Your cries of anguish will echo through eternity. I will take joy in crushing you!
I need a target.
Where they failed, we will succeed! The Aegis of Agramar is yours for the taking. No, I too have proved my worth, Odin. I am God King Scavo. These mortals dare not challenge my claim to the Aegis. The Vanquishers have already taken possession of it, Scavo. as was their right. Your protest comes too late. If these false champions will not yield the Aegis by choice, then they will surrender it in death! Give up the Aegis!
So after Fenrir, the next boss you can do after killing 4 other freaking kings, you know, because no one gives a shit when you kill kings apparently, you're gonna have God King Scavo, or whatever. I'm really bad with names. But once again, for some reason, this guy also shoots acid. I mean, great, most of the bosses in Legion just fucking shoot acid at you. And so once again, that's something you're gonna want to avoid. And then sometimes he'll put a shield around him, and the only way you will be able to hit him is if you're in that shield. So make sure every time he summons that shield, you stay inside it and you hit him. Or if you're not in the shield, you won't be able to hit him because all his damage will all the damage you deal will be immune to him. So also the green acid. So apart from avoiding it, you should also well, I was gonna say apart from avoiding, you should also avoid it, but that's stupid. So I'm just gonna say you shouldn't go on it because it can also, I think you stay on it too much, it paralyzes you or puts you to sleep. That's the game term used. And yeah, so he's not too much of a deal, but wait until you get to the next guy. So the next person you're gonna defeat or try to beat is none other than Odin himself. And the first time I saw him, I was like, what the fuck? Is he gonna come down? We're gonna have to nail 100 freaking million, nearly 200 million HP of his. And so yeah, I was pretty scared about that. But no, it's just, you just have to destroy about 40 million, so the usual for every Legion boss. And so he's also got his little special things you gotta look out for. So as you guys can see right now, there are 2 swords. Well, there are about to be 3 swords that come out. And so you gotta watch out for these. He places these swords, you'll see them on the ground as he does, and they'll pop up not too long after. Then he shatters them, and if you're next to it, well, you also receive a lot of damage. Next thing he does, you might be wondering why the fuck I got transformed into an angel myself. Well, that's because occasionally he'll place a letter, a letter on your head, or a symbol if you prefer, and you're gonna have to walk to the little circle on that symbol, and he'll basically grant you this angel-like kind of power, and you'll be able to hit hit more, and I think you just hit more. I think you hit more and your haste goes up. So that's about it for Odin. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, just don't forget to subscribe for more content. Is it really that hard? I don't know, but see you guys later for another video.